So hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing great. So in this video I'm going to talk about how you can create that kind of water animation in the Blender with the help of the fluid simulation. So without any further delay, now let's get started tutorial. And in this video we are going to use the fluid method as a APIC, which is give you a more realistic water effect basically. So here you can see guys, that is the final render basically, and we'll also talk about how you can create that kind of realistic water material as well. So we'll just talk about each and everything in this video, so make sure you watch this with tutorial till end. Now let's start the tutorial. So first of all, I just want to open a new project file. So here you can see guys, here we have a one brand new project file, and right now we have only two objects in our scene. First of all are this plane, basically background plane, and second is our top model basically. Okay, so let's start the tutorial. So first of all, we'll just set up a basic fluid simulation. Basically we'll just set up a one domain, then we'll create a inflow object where we can inflow our water basically, and third we'll just create a effector. So how we can create this, let's start it. So first of all, I will just add one cube into our scene, and I just want to scale this cube something like that, and then I'm just going to enable my X-ray view so we can easily see here basically. So I just want to put this domain here to here, and I just want to scale this domain a little bit something like that, and after that I will just apply the scale pressing the Ctrl A, something like that. Okay, and that will be our domain basically. And so now I will just create one inflow object. So I'm just going to add one cylinder here, and then I just want to go to my left view. From here I just want to change align as a view, something like that, and now I just want to move this cylinder here to here, and I will just keep it here, and then I just want to scale this cylinder something like that. I think that's look fine to me, and after that I will just apply the scale pressing the Ctrl A. So I think that's look fine. Now I will just add the property into our object. So first of all, I will just select this cube and go into my physics tab, and here I just want to add the fluid, and I will just change the type as a domain, and I will just change domain type as a liquid. Okay, and apart from that you don't need to change anything right now. Okay, you have to just change the one setting from here, scroll it down, and you will see this type as a, you have just click the all, and you have to just click this option is called is resumable. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and after that you have to just select this one basically, that inflow object, and again you have to just add the fluid property into this cylinder. Then you have to just change the type as a flow, and from here you have to just change the flow type as a liquid, and from here you have to just change the flow behavior as a inflow object, and apart from that you don't need to change anything. Okay, and for this step we'll just add the again the fluid property. Okay, into this step I will just add again one fluid property, and right now I will just choose as a effector, because that will be effector basically, it will be contain our whole water, that's why I will choose the effector basically. So all setting is done now. So let's bake it and check how it's look basically. So I will just select my domain object, and then I will just going to scroll it down, and here I will just set the end frame as a 150, and then I'm just going to bake it. Okay, so let's see what we get exactly. So right now there is no scene, there is no fluid into our scene. Here you can see we can't see any kind of fluid happening in our object. Okay, that inflow object is not giving any fluid basically. So what we have to do, you have to just do one thing basically, you have to just select your domain object, and from here you have to just free this data first of all. Okay, then you have to just scroll it up, and from here you have to just change the resolution division into a 64, and then you have to just bake it one more time. And right now I'm just going to bake only 50 frame for the check. Yeah, so now we have a fluid in our object in our scene, and that looks something like that. Okay, and there is one problem right now, that fluid going to falling down directly, something like that. We don't want our fluid going to directly falling down, we want that fluid should be go something like that, something like that. So for that what you have to do, you have to do one more thing. You have to just select your inflow object, and then you have to just go to your flow setting, and from here you have to just enable this initial velocity, and from here you have to just see the which direction our fluid going to happening basically. So I think x-axis is look fine to me, because we want that fluid should go something like that. So I will just increase the x initial value to 5, and then I'm just going to bake this simulation one more time. I will just do free, and I'm just going to bake it. Okay, I think 90 look fine to me, So here you can see we get exactly what we want, but there is one problem also. We don't want into this direction. Basically we want this fluid happening onto this direction. So for that what you have to do, you have to just select your object again. Okay, then you have to just go to your initial value section, and here you have to just add the minus in front of this 5, and then you have to just bake it one more time. Free this data, then do bake. Yeah, so let's see now what happening exactly. I just want to skip this. Okay, so now that fluid's going to happening in the right direction, and exactly we want this. Okay, so now that look fine to me, but there is one problem also, that tub is not containing this water. Basically that effector is not going to contain that water. So for that what you have to do, you have to just select this container where your tub basically. Okay, then you have to just enable this is planar. Okay, then you have to just bake it one more time. Let's see. So right now I just want to bake only 40 frame, something like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to see what happening. Yeah, so now our effector is containing the water, but there is one problem. There is too much gap in between our effector and that fluid, and which is not look good basically. So how we can resolve this problem? So for that what we have to do, we have to just okay, so I think we have to just enable our is planar option from here, and then we have to just bake it one more time. So now that water is going very nicely, and that's look fine to me. So now that water is going to in the right direction, and it's also going to fill our tub. That's look fine by the way. Okay, so everything will look fine to me. Now we'll just going to bake this fluid into our mesh. So for that what you have to do, you have to just go to scroll it down. First of all you have to just fill your data. Okay, then you have to just scroll it up, and from here you will see the one option. It's called basically mesh. You have to just enable this option. Okay, and apart from that you don't need to change anything, and from here you have to just increase the resolution as well. So I'm just going to take 128 basically. Yeah, okay, and yeah, everything looks fine to me. Okay, so now I just want to bake this animation, and before baking you have to do one more thing. You have to just scroll it up, and from here you have to just change the simulation method as a APIC, and then you have to just enable this fractional obstacles. Okay, and then you have to just bake it. So I just want to skip this process because it will take little time. So our baking is complete now. Here you can see that looks something like that, and here you can see that's look cool by the way. That's look very nice. Okay, so now here you can see we have a perfect water floating basically. Okay, that's look fine. Now we have to just create only a material for this water. So for that I just want to switch our rendering mode. Okay, I just want to add a new material, and I will just create one water material. So for that I just want to go scroll it down. From here I will just increase this transmission value, then I will just increase the IR value 1.33, and then I just want to decrease the roughness value. Okay, and I think that's look fine. Here you can see. Okay, and I just want to create one cylinder also, and then I just want to my left view, and from here I will just change direction as a view, and then I just want to scale it, and I will just cover this part basically from where we can see the water basically, something like that. Okay, and I will just go to edit mode of this cylinder, going to insert it, and I'm just going to extrude it, something like that. So here you can see, and we will also create the material for this part as well, something like that. And I will just create one metal material, decrease the roughness, something like that. So I just want to switch my rendering mode as a cycle, so we'll see more realistic water. Here you can see now we have a more realistic water. Here you can see that's look fine. Okay, and if I'll just show them my final render, so here you can see that looks something like that. So that's how you can create that kind of fill it up water animation in the Blender with the help of the fluid simulation. That is very easy and cool trick, so I thought I should share with you. So I hope you enjoy this video, and thanks for watching this video guys. If you learned something in this video, please hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe my channel. Also, if you have any queries, if you have any suggestion, please let me know in the comment box. I will definitely reply comment. So bye bye, take care and stay home guys.